Hello all my beautiful little unicorns and welcome back to my channel. And if this is the first time that you're on my channel, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. My name's Vanessa Somuayina. You guys know me as the Unicorn Mom as well as your favorite psychic right here on YouTube. And in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be delving into the month of June. And right off the bat, I've got a disclaimer for you. Make yourself comfortable, get your favorite snack or drink of your choice because we are going to be getting into all of the nitty-gritty details of what's coming towards you during the month of June without sparing a single detail. And in order to help you figure out all of the unexpected changes and events that are happening for you in June, I have prepared 3 groups for you to choose from. And I would like you to pick one of these 3 groups intuitively. So how this video works is that in just a moment's time, I will be introducing you to these 3 individual groups and crystals. Then I will give you a moment of privacy to just meditate on the 3 different groups. You can pause the video before you can then click the timestamp of the group of your choice, and then you'll be fast forwarded to the relevant portion of this video where you can receive your June prediction that's not only going to prepare you for the upcoming month, but also cleanse you energetically and heal you. Because you know what they say, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And today you're hanging out with your big sis, Vanessa Somuayina, and these healing tarot, oracle cards, and crystals. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Group number 1 corresponds to the Ostara tarot deck as well as the black obsidian crystal. Group number 2 corresponds to the Dark Heart Tarot deck as well as the Amazonite crystal. And group number 3 corresponds to the Animal Spirit deck as well as the Rose Quartz crystal. The timestamps to all 3 of these groups can be found below in the description box as well as pinned to the top of the comment section for quick and easy access from your laptops, mobile devices, tablets, and also of course your TVs, because you guys know this is some 4K quality going on right here. All right, you guys, I'll now give you a moment of privacy to meditate on these 3 groups, and then I'll be right back to guide you into your readings. Alright, so by now you've hopefully been able to select one of these 3 groups. I will be getting into your reading starting off with group number 1, which corresponds to the Ostara Tarot deck and the Black Obsidian Crystal. So if this is the group that you chose, then simply continue watching. And to my 2 other lovely groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamps. Hello, my lovely soul of group number 1. You chose the Ostara Tarot deck as well as the Black Obsidian Crystal, and you want to figure out precisely what's coming towards you during the month of June so you can be as prepared as possible. I'll just put your Black Obsidian Crystal right up here, which is actually a crystal that absorbs negative energies and helps you to completely cleanse your space of anything that you don't want. Oh, we've already got the Temperance card showing up. I'm getting detox vibes for you, group number 1, so not drinking, not having any unhealthy influences in your life, as we also have the 8 of Cups, which is actually a card of walking away from things that make you feel emotionally unstable or not taken care of, not seen. So the Temperance card in the tarot, which is the first card that popped right out of the pile as I was shuffling, is actually a card of quite literally tempering yourself. So taking yourself out of situations that trigger you, not drinking alcohol as much, not going out as much, not engaging in unhealthy relationships or behaviors. The 8 of Cups shows up when you are fed up of putting yourself in situations where you deserve better and you're choosing better during the month of June. So this is a month of upgrading, group number 1. This is a month of choosing the healthiest version of you and also quite literally not overdoing anything. So yes, you are not doing the unhealthy behaviors, but you're also not getting into a routine that is so quote unquote healthy that it isn't sustainable. You're not doing some sort of fad diet or quick plan to revamp your life that you'll stick to for a week and then basically revert back to the old. I see here within the Magician, you're coming from a more powerful, mature, and knowledgeable space than that. You know better. You know why New Year's resolutions don't work, group number 1. You are intelligent, intuitive. You are a master manifester. That's what I see here within the Magician. The Magician corresponds to the number 1 in the major arcana of the tarot. And what the Magician means is that you see more than any other person during the month of June when it comes to opportunities. So while other people may be afraid of what's to come next, other people are afraid about the economy, starting their own business, being successful, their relationships, you already have this foresight of what's going to happen because you are deeply connected to your psychic abilities as well. And I do see here that you completely trust yourself. You are not in a scarcity mindset. You are in a mindset of abundance. So letting go of toxicity and things that don't serve you happens easily during the month of June. And what you are able to do with now this new time, this new energy, this new devotion, is that you are actually able to manifest more of your desires more quickly. And I see here in the Knight of Swords that if you have been desiring someone who is very direct, who's a great communicator, someone who is an air sign potentially, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy is what I'm getting here. Group number 1, a very forceful, direct person is coming into your life during the month of June. You've manifested this person. Maybe you are manifesting them romantically. If you're single, you're like, oh, I'd love to meet someone who's emotionally intelligent and knows how to communicate. That would be them. Perhaps you are already in a committed relationship, and what you're manifesting is a great business partner, is a great mentor, is a great way in order for you to upgrade your life. Well, the Knight of Swords is here for just that, group number 1. And I see here within the Nine of Swords that what is happening in June is that everything that you thought you had to face by yourself, as we have here with this puma that's surrounded by these swords, now you have someone by your side. Now you've got a fighter here next to you. You see this energy of the Knight of Swords and how they are going to bat for you and with you. If you identify as an air sign, okay, you've got strong air sign placements either in your sun sign, your moon, or your rising, I just want you to know here that you are in a space where rather than overthinking, you are taking action. You see that there are certain people who are going to try to confuse you, okay, who are going to try to get in between you and what you want. And you're not letting that happen, group number 1, because you are prioritizing yourself finally. You are finally seeing your life as what it is, which is incredibly valuable and a one-time opportunity for you to live your dreams, and you're going for it. The Three of Pentacles is actually a card of the earthly realm. It's a card of career, business, as well as finances. That's all about you connecting with other people in order to create the type of life that you desire for yourself in the earthly realm, and collaborating. So collaborating with others in business during the month of June, great time for you to do that. If you've been thinking of starting your own business and you need some advice from someone, great time to get advice. If you've been wanting a psychic reading in order to give you some direction about where to go next, especially in your career, great time for you to get that during the month of June, to put yourself in situations where you're getting some insight and foresight from other places as well. As I see here within the Ten of Pentacles, that actually the month of June is one of the best months of the year for you financially. The 10 of Pentacles is a card of fulfillment. When we've got the number 10, when it comes to the minor arcana within the tarot, where there are 4 suits, right? We've got the coins, we have got, well, coins, pentacles, however you want to call it. We've got the pentacles, the swords, the wands, and the cups. And here, the pentacles or coins, however you'd like to call it, this is actually about embracing the earthly realm, and the number 10, as this goes from ace through 10, is the number of completion, as it's the last number before we start off with the number 1 again. And here, the 10 of coins, in correlation to also having the number 1 here in the Magician, tells me not only are you finishing off June on a financial and professional high, but then you're stepping into July manifesting even more of that financial success, even more of that triumph. So it's like this energy is taking on and taking off from the month of June for you. And in the Magician, you have this really strong kind of manifesting power about you during the month of June. For whatever reason, one thing that I'm also getting here is that It's been a long time coming for you to step into this leadership. Perhaps you've been a little shy in the last months or the last years. If that's something that resonates with you, leave actually a coin emoji below in the comment section, group number 1, to let me and others know that it resonates, that, yeah, you've been a little shy to claim your success, but now you're really feeling ready to step into who you always knew that you were meant to be. But you might have been a little bit too shy, a little bit too afraid to take that spot and to just say to yourself, you know what, I deserve this. Next up, we have got Chiron. Chiron is an asteroid, okay? Chiron is a heavenly body called an asteroid. Now, Chiron is the heavenly body of your healing power. It's basically the wounded warrior is what we call Chiron in astrology. And the wounded healer, the wounded warrior, is a warrior that even though he was hurt, even though he had to heal himself, he still helped others. He still protected others. This is a great deal of empathy and the ability to teach or learn remedies that I see here for the month of June for you. So even though you may be working hard, you're doing the absolute most that you can in every area of your life, you're being as successful as you can be, you're still looking out for others. So I'm getting here this big sister, big brother type of energy from you, group number 1, and an energy of fascination with natural remedies too. So literally using food to heal, using things that you consume and drink to heal your body rather than as stimulants. And I want you to know here, you have this wildly empathetic nature where people are coming to you for advice during the month of June, group number 1. They want to hear your viewpoint on what they're going through. Next, we've received the 3rd house. The 3rd house, when it comes to the houses in astrology, is actually the house that rules the sign of Gemini, which is an air sign. The 3rd house is the house of your potential to learn something, your local neighborhood. Your 3rd house is all about communication and also continuing to educate yourself. You will finally finish reading that book during the month of June, and you'll feel really proud of yourself, group number 1. I also see magazines, and I also see in your local neighborhood connecting with a neighbor that you haven't seen for a long time. Perhaps that neighbor was sick or unwell, they traveled somewhere, and now they are back, and you are reconnecting with them, and I see here that you're helping them out with something. So either it's taking care of their cat or their dog, taking them to a doctor's visit because you're just that empathetic and kind, and you want to help them however you can. I'm also getting help in the garden, help lifting something. And here we've got Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy, as you can see, carrying these baskets up this mountain, because Capricorn energy is the energy of someone who isn't afraid of hard work. Capricorn energy is serious, in a way people say materialistic, but what you will never be able to deny about a Capricorn is that Capricorns are usually extremely hardworking. One thing that I'm also getting here as a message for you, it bestows shrewdness and cautious ambition. So the month of June is bringing out big Capricorn energy, hardworking energy from you that you always knew you had within you. And during the month of June, nobody can outwork you, nobody can outdo you. It's like you have boundless amounts of energy, group number 1. And these boundless amounts of energy are allowing for this month to be a month where you overtake anybody that you thought was quote unquote ahead of you in the race. They were not. You just needed to regain your strength. That is what I see here for you. You just needed to get back to a place of feeling confident in yourself and also not being afraid to outsource certain tasks. I see that here with the 3 of Pentacles, not being afraid to work with others on your, there we go, jar of dreams. I explained this in one of the live readings that I was doing the other day. If you're on my mailing list, if you've gotten one of my free downloadables, or you're one of my members, one of my private reading clients, then you know that I put on live readings with you one-on-one. The jar of dreams already came up 2 days ago, and this is about you reminding yourself, even if you have this dream that you put somewhere in the back of your pantry, that doesn't mean that you can't get it back out and that you can't actually still make that dream a reality. Because life humbles us in many ways where we sometimes forget our potential. But you are being called to remember your potential, your beauty, your wisdom, and your intelligence, group number 1. Because what I'm getting from your reading here is that June is meant to be a month of you being on fire. You getting all of the things done that you said you would get done. You being fearless during the month of June because you have nothing to fear, because you are who you say that you are. You seeing the number 44, which is a master number, repeatedly during the month of June, especially when you're feeling elated, when you're feeling fired up, when you're feeling so in your element, you will notice the number sequence 444, the angel number, continuing to show up for you. And you might ask yourself, why is this showing up? Why is this happening? You'll think back at this reading that you received here on my channel, and you'll know why. Because this is confirmation that you are on the right path. It is confirmation that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Claim your energy, group number 1, because you are a giver and an empath. And givers need to learn when to stop giving because takers often don't know when to stop taking. Did you hear that? Did that register? Take notes, group number 1. I don't want you going away from this reading without having taken notes. Take notes in an actual notebook. Take notes in your phone's notes app. All right? Be so real about this. You are a giver. You are an empath. I will repeat. As a giver and an empath, you have to learn when to stop giving. You have to learn when to say no. You have to learn when to set boundaries. The reason for this is because takers don't know when to stop taking. Givers need to learn when to say no. Givers need to learn to stop to give because takers don't know when to stop taking. Self-preservation, self-protection, claim your energy, get a massage, go to the spa. That is one message that I'm getting here for you within claiming your energy. Wear red. That's one thing that I'm getting. Either a red dress, a red bathing suit, a red top. I'm getting red being your color during the month of June. It's like your power color. It's like a color that brings out the version of you that's even more fearless and even more unapologetic, honestly. Group number 1. And we love to see it. Your spirit guides love to see it. Anyone who sees you during the month of June is going to think, oh, wow, you must have multiple streams. You come off as someone who is very successful, and you may think to yourself, I'm not even close to where I want to be. Perhaps you are self-critical when it comes to your own successes, group number 1. But I see here within multiple streams that your guides, the universe, is trying to say to you, the month of June is a great time for you to add and work on that additional stream of income. And sometimes in order to get that additional stream of income going, you have to invest in it somehow. Like, for example, I wouldn't have an additional stream of income of selling my tarot and oracle decks if I hadn't invested in someone making the decks, right? The artist creating the art. If I hadn't invested my time in writing the guidebooks and being the author, if I hadn't invested my time in getting those decks printed, I wouldn't have that stream, but I had to invest first. I couldn't sit there and say to myself, oh, I want another stream, but I can't because I can't afford it. Because then you just remain in that cycle. You see how that just continues to stay the same. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You have to invest in order to create that additional stream. If you keep telling yourself, I can't afford it or I can't invest right now, first of all, that just means it's not important to you. It's not important enough to you yet. The pain hasn't gotten big enough yet, group number 1. But what that also says is that you are not realizing or recognizing that the longer you stay in the same pattern, nothing will change. So the longer you will be in a situation of not being able to afford the life that you want, or feeling like there's still some things you desire, but you're not getting closer somehow, and you will be more exhausted because you didn't take action that could actually get you there. So I want you to remember to be strategic here during the month of June. Group number 1. It's really important that you do not cheap out on yourself and your dreams, that you make sure that you invest in the things that you desire, because your dreams and your aspirations, they deserve to be real. They deserve to be here in the flesh for you to enjoy them, for you to experience them. And every single person who is successful in the financial or earthly realm, which is an important realm of the human existence, at least in our time and age. Every single person has multiple streams who is financially pretty free or pretty secure. So if they have that, Why don't you? And why aren't you working on it? Group number one, your angels, your guides are calling you out. They're like, hey, you want all of these things? Well, this is the recipe. This is how you get there. So now get on to making the recipe. Get on to baking. Put that bun in the oven. So group number one, we do have a couple more messages that I feel called to get into in your June prediction. So you don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to do a thing. Just continue to hold on tight, lean back, relax, enjoy your reading as we delve even more deeply into your June prediction. So I will just clear and cleanse the space, and then I'll be right back to guide you into the additional remaining June messages that you are meant to receive. Welcome back, group number one. Let's delve even more deeply into your reading. Okay, we already have a card that popped right out of the pile, which is the hat. You will be playing a different role during the month of June. And then we also have the tent, a temporary situation. It looks as though you are going to someone's house or someone's place, maybe quite literally a tent. You might be going camping. You're playing a different role than you usually play. So usually you are one type of version of yourself, but during the month of June, everything will have you feeling as though you're living in a fantasy land, like you are living a completely different life than what you are used to. And I want you to know that it's just for a short period of time during the month of June. Next up, we've got the ram. I also do see here that it's only for a short period of time, and you're dealing with a ram, a stubborn person, an Aries, someone who has very forceful energy, someone who has maybe almost aggressive energy, so to say. They know what they want, and with you playing a different role, being in their house. Number one, I will let your imagination do the rest of the working as we move more deeply into your reading, because honestly, I don't want to get in trouble here on these YouTube streets, YouTube platforms. So next up, we have got Master number 33, Intakana. Child of the light. Group number one, you are a child of transformation. You are a child of the light. You are meant to experience a deep sense of beautiful transformation during the month of June that is just bringing out your light worker energy even more. So you are that person that people can turn to when they have no one else to talk to because you know how to keep a secret. And you are just genuinely a very caring type of person, group number one. Just going to move our incense up here. You guys know I'm a little OCD when it comes to our setup and our vibes. I always want them to be immaculate for you. So coming back into your reading, seeing the Master number 33, house numbers, and I'm also getting phone numbers ending in 33. That is going to remind you of the fact that you're on the right path. You're a really caring and giving person. You deserve the same type of people in your life, like the energy that you give to others. Next, we have the Diamond Tiger of the Black Moon. The Diamond Tiger of the Black Moon, it shows that somebody is going to come back, and at this point, during the month of June, second chances do bring success. So someone trying to come back into your life, a friend, an ex, and you guys know how I usually feel about any exes coming back. So while they may be coming back, and that may be the message that we're receiving within a reading, it doesn't mean that it's a good idea, right? But here within the Diamond Tiger of the Black Moon, something very peculiar is happening for a change. Something very different is going on. And that's the fact that during the month of June in particular, second chances bring success. During the month of June, second chances are allowed because they are actually going to result in relationships being able to thrive, relationships actually working out. So the month of June has that type of effect on your love life. And here within Padma Sundari, I want you to know here, out of darkness, the light is born. So something that actually started off as darkness, a relationship, an opportunity that didn't work out the first time around, right? It could be an exam that you failed, a job that you attempted, but it didn't work out. It could be your own business that you tried to start and it didn't go the way that you wanted it to. I want you to know here during the month of June, that is when success happens. That is when things turn around for the better. That is when you give things another shot, a final shot, in your mind, you are completely detached from whatever outcome you may have at the end of the day. And due to that detachment and that openness, that willingness to just see what comes as a result and to be open to anything that comes your way, you are experiencing significant amounts of success. You are experiencing growth, expansion, and everything that you thought perhaps you were too late to receive, attain, and acquire, all of a sudden effortlessly becoming yours, from human beings to objects like cars, homes, like your business being super successful, and literally your angels are confirming. Couldn't be any more clear than this card, than this message that we're receiving. A resounding yes, a yes with an exclamation mark. So it's not just a yes with a period, it's not just yes, it is yes with the exclamation mark, which means that the month of June is your time. It is the month of the year where things will transition from lukewarm to burning hot to extremely potent. And I see here within recovery that if you have, for example, been spending more than you've been earning the last couple months, or your social batteries and just overall your strength has kind of been taken away from you in different ways, I want you to know during the month of June, you're completely recovering and replenishing all of your resources in every sense of the way. Energetically, financially, also feeling like you have a lot more time available to you and not needing to choose between, do I take care of myself, or do I get further with work? Do I respect myself, or do I take this person back? I want you to know that in June, everything is going towards this Aries energy of stubbornness, but stubbornly getting ahead for you. Because I see that you're not going to just give up if you have to play a different role, if you have to just be someone who is temporarily more stern about their boundaries or just says exactly what it is that they want, no exceptions made. You will do that because you understand that you have to say yes to yourself and your desires in order to claim the future that you deserve. If you don't make sure that you say yes to you, that you get the things that you want and that you crave for, no one else is going to make sure that it becomes yours, group number one. And you've very much wisely figured that out early in life, and during the month of June, you're practicing it. Now, group number one, this is the reading that I've received for you. I trust that you found it insightful. Feel free to leave a tiger emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you were here, that you're excited for the month of June, and that you watched group number one all the way to the end, because that's the only way that anyone would know. Furthermore, I do have a horoscope PDF downloadable that's completely free below in the description box. Feel free to check that out, to download it. For all of you who want private readings, love readings, readings every single day, and messages from me to help you navigate life and build your business, make sure that you also check out the description box for the Millionaire Muse Room, which is inspired by my Wild Muse Oracle deck. That is my Muse Room of liberation. That is where I help you to create and manifest the exact life that you deserve, both in love as well as when it comes to your career and your business. Now, group number one, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that it resonated, and wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number two. You chose my Dark Heart Tarot deck, which was my limited edition version of my Gentle Heart Tarot deck, as well as the Amazonite crystal points. Look at this gorgeous stone that you chose. Honestly, group number two, you have some amazing taste. The Amazonite is a very calming, soothing type of crystal. So if you have been agitated with life or you just need some healing vibes, this is the perfect crystal for you to have chosen for your reading. But now let's get into your month of June prediction, group number 2, to see precisely what is coming towards you. I hope that you have your favorite beverage and snack prepared and by your side, that you're ready to just relax into this space and enjoy your reading. So let's see what your spirit guides in the universe has to say about June for you. First, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, then we have the Page of Crystals reversed, as well as the Queen of Cups. So there are a bunch of very interesting things coming towards you during the month of June. For one, the Wheel of Fortune is actually a sign of good luck and good fortune. The Wheel of Fortune means that there are some very amazing coincidences that you didn't expect that will leave you feeling like, oh, this is a lucky month. And there is a fire sign that's leaving your life, going, traveling. They won't be there during the month of June. And a water sign that is present entering your life. So someone who is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces who is extremely sensitive, emotional, and they're here for you during the month of June, and they're a significant part of your life. The Queen of Cups doesn't have to mean that they are a woman. The Queen of Cups simply represents feminine water sign energy being present, which means that this is an emotionally intelligent type of energy that can also pertain to in a relationship you have. Page of Crystals energy is leaving. So if you're in a romantic relationship or a marriage that has been kind of challenging, or you didn't know where you stood, been having a lot of arguments and heated discussions. That heated energy in the Suit of Crystals, which is the Suit of Fire, is leaving, and instead there is emotional care and understanding that is present, and also maturity. So this represents energies that are leaving, types of people that are leaving, versions of people that are leaving, and then what is here is a very calm, grounded, centered type of vibe, as I see in the Queen of Cups, which also makes so much sense as to why you're receiving the Wheel of Fortune, because the more your private life, your relationships, and the energies around you are stable and grounded and emotionally intelligent as well as mature, the more you can actually focus on doing life, the more you can actually focus on being successful, doing the things that you've always wanted to do. Wow. Next up, we've got the World card, which is the best card of the tarot. It's the last card of the major arcana in the tarot. And what this means is complete fulfillment. It means having everything that you desire, not wanting for anything, and being extremely happy with where you are at this very point in your life. The World card being a card of fulfillment, as you can see, it shows that the world is your oyster. It shows that from here on out, really, sky is the limit for you. So you, group number 2, might have been underestimating all of the goodness that's coming towards you in the next month. You may have thought, let me tune into this reading and see what it could be. I don't know, things have been a little shaky or wonky for me. I want you to know here, group number 2, you are wildly underestimating everything that's happening in your life that's positive. And here within Saturn, we have got the planet of the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Saturn is the planet of structure. Saturn is the planet that allows for you to be organized, to be mature, to be an authority. So you being the mom friend of the group is something that doesn't surprise me. Also, Saturn rules Capricorn, in case you did not know this. Saturn ruling Capricorn, that is a very ambitious and hardworking sign. So I see that you are the type of person who works hard and then gets amazing results that other people may want, but you don't say it out loud. You just look at them and you think to yourself, yeah, well, you can have it, but you have to sacrifice the way I did. Then you have to just work as hard as I did. Now, Capricorn might be your zodiac sign, and you might have a strong Capricorn placement, like in your Mars. You might have a Capricorn placement in your moon or rising sign. And I want you to know here that what that does is it makes your month of June even more of a month of being rewarded for your hard work. So if those are the placements you've got within your chart, know that that just amplifies the good luck, good fortune, and the rewards that are coming towards you during the month of June. Next up, we have got Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is the planet of your confidence, your courage, your self-belief, and luck. Jupiter is the planet of growth, expansion, and also long-distance travel and communication. So if you have been looking to travel, the month of June is a great time for you to just go on that trip. Also, Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is an impulsive fire sign. And if you're a Sagittarius, you consider yourself to be fiery, impulsive, and sometimes all over the place. The month of June is a great time for you to book that trip, to go on it, to live your best life, and to feel free. You see how we have this symbol of freedom, of this leap of faith being taken, and feeling like, yeah, even if you take a leap, you will learn to fly, you will be fine. That's what this is symbolic of. And Saturn is the sign of actually allowing you to feel this trust in yourself again, especially if you lost it along the way. Some of you here in group number 2, your confidence was stripped from you involuntarily because you were placed in situations where you were destined to fail or destined to lose. Like being in an exam in your school and you've had a teacher that has put you down, that has made you feel like you're not intelligent. How are you going to put all of that effort into studying and show up and have just as good of a grade as someone who had a teacher that encouraged them? It's obviously less likely going to be the case that you will be just as successful. Or if you are, for example, looking to increase your income, but you have to start from the absolute bottom. You don't have a heads up of family, of people who can tell you how to be as successful as possible because you're the first one in your lineage to do things differently. You're the first one to have their own business, for example, on social media, in coaching, in energy healing, in tarot. And I want you to know that what your guides are saying here, what I see in your reading group number 2, is that healthy boundaries are not only a necessity, it's also the only way that you will be able, it's also the only way that you will be truly extremely successful in this lifetime. You have to keep other people's opinions and fears and other people's unsolicited advice away from you. You need healthy boundaries for that, because if you don't enforce and create healthy boundaries, they might dim your fire. As I see here within this card that popped itself right side up as I was shuffling, which is the On Fire card from my Wild Muse Oracle deck, which, by the way, you guys, is going to be restocked in the US soon. I have a fresh reprint on its way to you as we speak, as you're receiving this reading. So within On Fire, coming back to it, Master number 44, and I'm getting Angel number 44. You see how Jupiter, the sign of Jupiter, is like the number 4? You see right here on this card. And then On Fire, we've got the number 44. So this makes for Angel number 444. Don't be surprised if you keep seeing this angel number during the month of June. Don't be surprised if whenever you see this angel number, when you actually then pay attention to your body, you pay attention to what's happening in that particular moment as you're seeing that particular number, you are on fire. You are in a place of confidence. You are in a place of action taking. You are in a place of acting as your highest self. And that is your confirmation that not only do you need that confirmation, but you deserve that confirmation that you're on the right path. Because you have been working in the dark for long enough, group number 2, and that does something to someone's psyche. That does something to someone from the inside out when you don't have the confirmation that you needed, because it makes you strong and it makes you keep going. But there also comes a point where it's enough, and that's the month of June, where finally all the work you've been putting in behind the scenes is going to be made evident, and where it's going to actually come to light. It's going to be made obvious, that hard work and everything that you now deserve to have, to enjoy, to celebrate, because of everything that you put in work-wise, because of the sacrifices that you made while your friends or family, they were partying, they weren't putting in the efforts. They weren't self-reflecting, but you did, and now you have things that they could only hope for and dream of. Next up, we've got the totemic puma as well as the number 3. The totemic puma represents a power awakening. The month of June will have you awakening to more power than you thought that you had. Group 2, if, for example, physically you're not the strongest specimen ever, like maybe you are like me, you have weak arms, for example, that is something you need to work on. Or you feel as though you are too kind for your own good. People take advantage of you. You can be naive. I want you to know here what totemic puma represents, that part of yourself where you feel as though, I need to strengthen up, I need to toughen up. I want you to know that that is what you're doing during the month of June. You are toughening up, you are becoming stronger, you are awakening to more power than you knew that you had. But the thing is, you are changing from the inside out. You might think it's a coincidence, but actually you were born to step into this power. It's just you weren't ready until the month of June, but now you finally are. And now the universe is making it available for you to step into that power. Next up, we've got Alakoa. Alakoa represents the spirit of the warrior, and we've got 34, so a mixture between the number 3 and 4. I want you to know here, Alakoa just further confirms the spirit of the warrior being present in your life during the month of June, which means the spirit of winning, the spirit of being strong, the spirit of getting everything that you worked hard for and you have earned and you deserve. Group number 2. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear and cleanse the space. In the meantime, leave a flame emoji below in the comment section to let me and others know that you're part of group number 2 and that you're already fired up for the month of June. After clearing and cleansing the space, I'll be back for us to delve even more deeply into your June reading. There are more messages present for you that you are meant to receive for this upcoming month, so you can be as prepped as humanly possible. You don't have to do a thing, you don't have to lift a finger, just continue to relax and we'll delve more deeply into your reading. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 2. So let's delve even more deeply into your June reading, shall we? So first and foremost, we've got health checkup. Let's see what else we've got for you. Connecting with fire. So if there's something burning in your body, go for that health checkup. If you have any kind of pain anywhere, your joints, headaches, go for that health checkup and clear your energy field. So what you're going to want to do is go for the traditional health checkup, group number 2. So if you have been putting off getting your blood work done, checking out your hormones, because sometimes we have skin that is going crazy, we have headaches, we're gaining weight without really understanding why, we're feeling puffy, tired. And that could be because your hormones are off. That could be because there is a certain supplement, an easy fix like iron, vitamin D, that you are missing out on because you're putting off this little health checkup. And clearing your energy field means, in correlation to looking at your health in a traditional sense, book that Reiki session, book that yoga session to clear your energy field. Go for the sound bowl healing, because let me tell you what, group number 2, the most powerful thing you can do is to use everything in your power to your benefit. You will be using traditional medicine. You will be connecting with fire in the sense of go out, go into the forest, do the campfire, be with your friends and connect with fire, a extremely powerful element, by being close to it again, like when you were a kid. And one thing that I want you to know within Clear Your Energy Field, we've also got this beautiful muse here holding sage, which is what we also have in today's setup. Clearing your energy field is something you can do with sage. It's something you can do with incense. You can also do this with crystals. Become aware of your energy. Become aware of the type of energetic frequency that you have. If right now you're feeling very relaxed, your energy is in a perfect place where you can clear out any unwanted residual negativity that you might have had, any fears. If you're feeling a little high strung, if you came to this video to receive confirmation, now is a great time for you to clear your energy field consciously. Remember here, as your guides are trying to say to you, it's completely up to you, group number 2. You can carry things with you. You can carry weight on your shoulder if you desire to. Nobody is going to tell you how to fill your backpack as you journey through life. But I recommend you take the stones out because you don't need them. They're not serving you. Clear your energy field by quite literally create this visualization of you carrying a very heavy backpack and you are walking, hiking, climbing up a mountain. And then you get to the spot where you open up your backpack because you want to get a snack, you want to drink, and your backpack is filled with rocks besides your thermos and your snack pack. And you can decide now to realize, oh, I've been carrying rocks with me the whole time, and you can ignore it and keep occupying your space and using up more energy than necessary, climbing up this mountain, perhaps even running out of energy eventually because you have a backpack that's filled with rocks and there's less space for any type of food or water. The rocks are making you exert more energy, so you'll need even more food and water than if you didn't have the rocks. You can keep climbing up with the rocks, but you can also decide that, oh, okay, this is the finding that I just made. I just realized I'm perhaps unnecessarily carrying around these heavy rocks with me. Well, I might as well take them out of the bag, place them on the side here, and just kind of move on with my life without them and make space for more water, more snacks, for other things that I may want to bring with me, like a camera, a video camera, like a compass, like a great book, a tent. So your guides are trying to say to you, say no to the things that don't serve you. Hard no. Say no to the things that are making your life harder than it needs to be. Sometimes that could be another person, another human being. That is not exempt from you saying no and from you realizing that it's just not necessary to carry that burden with you any further. So say yes to what is yours. Say yes to the health checkup. Say yes to the mental health checkup. Some of you, you've been putting off going to therapy. Okay, some of you would really benefit from actually making that appointment finally, telling your whole story. Okay, stop leaving things out when you're at your therapist's office. Stop basically lying to your own therapist. That is not the point. Group number 2, tell the full truth, as raw and as unhinged as it may seem. And even if you feel embarrassed, trust me, there's nothing that these professionals haven't heard or haven't seen, and they're here to help. But you can only be helped if you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough. They can only help you if you're being honest about your state and about where you currently are in your life. So be open, make yourself vulnerable, make yourself open to feedback from others who have more experience. I want you to know here within Panthera that one thing about you is that you are a precious and rare gem. Panthera is almost like, have you ever seen that Bulgari panther ring? Any of you who are into jewelry, who are into this like high-end, high-fashion jewelry, it's basically a ring that looks like a panther head that coils around your finger. It is, of course, doused, bedazzled in diamonds, and probably costs more than most people's homes or down payments for homes, depending on where you live. And that is the energy I'm getting here in Panthera. Precious and rare. Precious, rare, and to be respected. And in order for that to be your reality, group number 2, you have to act like it, and you cannot put yourself as a rare gemstone and diamond into a store like Claire's or Swarovski. You simply cannot. If you consider yourself to be cubic zirconia, a lab-made gem, sure, do it. But if you want to be treated as the rarest gem on earth, you have to act like it. You have to put yourself into that basically display window, and you have to be okay with a lot of people only being able to look but not being allowed to touch or come anywhere near you or even be allowed near the store. And anyone who wants to come near you will have to show that they are someone who can even afford to be in your energy. And by afford, I mean only hanging out with people who give you expensive things like respect, like time, like their energy, consideration, care. Within Pueo, one thing that we're getting here is the guardian of the Aumakwa. The guardian of the Aumakwa is this owl, all-knowing, kind of wise energy of giving you this sense of stability from wisdom, from maturity, from the fact that over time you are able to learn more about what situations to put yourself in, which situations to remove yourself from quickly. Within Anja Durga, I want you to know here, we've got the power of the good that's shining through during the month of June. So regardless of how June may be shaping up right now as you're watching this reading, the good will prevail, luck will prevail. Positive interactions and you winning and being lucky, that is the prevailing energy for the month of June, group number 2. And your guides in the universe want you to get ready for this and to enjoy this experience during the month of June. Not everyone is going to have the same type of month of healing and clarity and certainty that you will have, especially when you make sure that you're actually taking care of your physical body, okay? No more shying away, procrastinating, or putting off your health checkups. This is for your peace of mind and for you to be at complete optimum health. So group number 2, this is the June prediction that I've received for you. I hope that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. And wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, group number 2, know that I'm sending you so much love, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. So you chose the Animal Spirit deck as well as the Rose Quartz Crystal. This is our beautiful Rose Quartz Crystal that you chose. It has a little bit of this angel aura hue to it as well. I'll just put it right up here to be part of our reading. And in case you did not know, this stunning crystal that is often a baby pink stone, it is a stone of love, as you may have guessed. It is a stone of friendship. It is a stone of a strong bond and relationships. So let's see what this means for the month of June for you and what exactly is coming towards you. So we've got Scorpion. We've got very strong Scorpio energy as well as the bee. So I do see you here not being in a position where you're going to take ish from anyone. You are in a position where you know what you want, you're assertive, you're ambitious, you're going for it, you're independent. And because you've had a little bit of experience now in life, not only do you work hard, but you also protect your boundaries hard. And you have needed this, especially all of my people pleasers and former doormats who are watching this. I know it can be hard to hear. Trust me, I know what it feels like. I've been there with you. Now, the Scorpion is all about you having the boundaries, and if someone is not able to live up to them, to respect them, to actually see them for what they are, which is you giving another person the ability to stay in your life as long as they respect you, if that isn't understood, be gone. You are not afraid to sting. You are not afraid to use the venomous part of your personality and of your character. The Nightingale confirms just that. This is the next message we've received. This spirit animal may look small and harmless, but the Nightingale speaks their truth. As you can see here, the Nightingale is about communication, and what this represents is the element of air, this triangle that has this strike through. The element of air is the element of communication. It's also showed up in the bee, and the bee is a hard worker, but the bee can also sting. The bee can also cause significant inflammation and pain. So I want you to know here, often you are underestimated, group number 3, but that doesn't mean that it has to become your reality to go from being underestimated to allowing others to walk all over you. You have more power than you think that you have. But it is about you realizing it and using that power. If you never realize it, if you never use your power, then of course it's going to go to waste, but not during the month of June, because you're coming to these epiphanies and realizations of who you truly are and what you deserve. Group number 3, it's time for a health checkup, not to scare you, but to hold you accountable. When's the last time you went to see your dentist? When's the last time that you just had your routine health checkup, your blood being drawn? For my ladies, pap smear is extremely important. I want you to know here within health checkup that your guides, the universe, is literally holding you accountable and saying to you, group number 3, take your health seriously. If you don't take your health seriously, who will? Who is going to? And wouldn't you be so upset if you caused damage to your body physically or mentally, all just because you were procrastinating and putting off a health checkup, and there was something that could have been helped way sooner with ease? Like, for example, if you're anemic, which can go really bad, that can get very ugly if you leave it untreated for years. All you needed was to take a little vitamin B12 pill once per week, and that would have solved your problem. But you allowed yourself to have your hair falling out, your skin going crazy, your hormones out of balance. You're not creating the type of blood cells that you're supposed to, all because you didn't go for the health checkup. Is it really worth that when you just could have taken a little vitamin B12 supplement, a little iron supplement? You could have solved all of that. So I want you to remember here that when you're being called out in this way, put in the work to go for the health checkup, because you're saving in the long run. You're saving energy, time, money, and heartbreak. Another thing that you want to do here is to get a massage during the month of June. So this is more fun. This is a little more self-care. This is a little easier on the spirit and on the eyes, isn't it? When you see, oh, okay, my reading is telling me to get a massage. Getting a traditional massage, hot stone massage, also physiotherapy massage. I want you to take care of your health physically and mentally. Group number 3. It's time that you do so during the month of June, because not only do you deserve it, but the thing is, you've been putting these things off, and at some point you have to face them. June is the month for it. Next up, with enchanting, you have got a beautiful voice, group number 3. And if the fact that you don't like hearing your own voice back when you record it and you listen to it, you're like, I don't really know if I like my voice, or you just quite clearly that has been making you afraid to post content, to put yourself out there, I want you to understand here, group number 3, it is really about time that you stop being so self-critical of your voice. And I mean your voice also literally, the things that you say, the value that you bring to every room that you enter. Group number 3, you have so much wisdom to offer through the life lessons that you have had to go through. There are a plethora of people, a lot of people who would benefit from you speaking up, who will benefit from you actually weaving your story and everything that you've been through into your projects and sharing. But the thing is, you have to feel confident enough to do so, and you have to find a way to communicate knowing that your story is important and that it is valuable. Okay, so we've got the lizard and a couple more cards that popped out as I was about to present to you the lizard, which is the beaver and the raccoon. So one thing that we have here is these may not seem like apex predators to you, but I want you to know that the same goes for the month of June. There will be opportunities that seem like, okay, I'm not sure this is the crazy opportunity that I wanted, but I want you to understand that these creatures are extremely malleable. They have learned to survive over centuries. The raccoon has learned to survive in big cities. The beaver creates new environments for other animals to live and exist in as well. The lizard, literally, if you've seen a lizard sunbathing and you've tried to go towards it, it is extremely fast. It is extremely intelligent, especially for being a reptile, which often is seen as a lesser intelligent creature. And I want you to know this about adaptability and flexibility. Next up within the wolf is actually a core element of what is an apex predator, just like the wolf. It is actually a core part of the characteristic that makes you someone that is underestimated until people realize what you're truly capable of and who you truly are. And in the wolf, that you're also not afraid to go the distance alone. And when you show that side of yourself, be prepared if you're, for example, dating someone and it's not yet that serious, they might get intimidated and ghost you. If you are in a committed relationship, I want you to know here the month of June is a month in which you are calling the shots. You are saying where you want this relationship to go. And things that you haven't been happy with for a while, things that have been bothering you, you're putting a stop to those. Because you don't have to put up with stuff you don't want to put up with. And coming to this realization is actually causing you to be far more confident than you've ever been. So June is really like a confidence glow up month. It is a month of realizing your worth and also not settling for less than you desire in any realm of your life, not in business, not in your private life, not with your friends. And I see here within confessions that you're finally going to come out of the closet, for some of you literally, but I mean come out of the closet with confessing that you're not going to people please anymore. That's when you, for example, say to your parents, look, I understand you want the best for me, but this is who I am. I want to be a healer, a tarot reader. I don't want to work in this industry that you want me to work in. I don't want to live this life that you want me to live. Also telling your friends, like, look, it was fun to be in that era of perhaps not taking life so seriously or drinking a lot and so on. But I'm kind of over that, and I'm kind of in my Pilates girly era. I'm kind of in my healthy biohacking era, and I'm more than happy for us to level up to that era together. But what I'm not going to do is stay stuck here with you where I don't want to be and in a place that isn't really serving me or my health. So I do see here that it's going to be really hard, but you're still going to do it. You're still going to find the courage to be open about these topics of conversation, and it's because you're taking your goal setting a lot more seriously. And in order to reach any goal of any significance, you have to start taking yourself and your goals seriously. Otherwise, you will not be able to do anything. You won't be able to reach any goals. Also, writing your goals down physically. It's so important that you actually write down those goals. It is actually proven, studies have shown over and over again, that people who write their goals down are far more likely, I think something like 70% more likely to actually reach those goals. So imagine if you just write down, okay, I want to make 5 figures every single month. I want to make 6 figures every single month. I want to find the love of my life, and the love of my life treats me like this or like that. I want to live in this country. I want to travel the world. Literally, just writing it down increases the chances of your brain finding ways to create a personal reality that is exactly that which you wrote down. Isn't it worth spending 5 minutes a day just writing down your dreams and your goals and your aspirations? That's one thing that I can see here in goal setting that your spirit guides are telling you to invest in. Invest in your mindset, invest in your goals. Group number 3. I am now going to clear and cleanse the space. It's time for us to delve even more deeply into your reading. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to do a thing. Just make sure you're still stocked up with a beverage of your choice, with a snack, so you can really relax into your June prediction, because we have far more messages that you are meant to receive that we will delve into now. So I'm going to clear and cleanse the space, and then I'll be right back for us to receive the additional June prediction that you are meant to know about. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. So let's delve even more deeply into your June prediction, shall we? So let's see what's coming towards you. We've got Venus being deeply affected. What sign is your Venus in? Because that is going to tell you everything about the month of June. Venus being a heavenly body, being a planet of the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So for example, if your Taurus is in Venus, which coincidentally are also ruling one another, I want you to know here what that means is that you will look to attain more beauty, more material gains. That means higher positions in your job. That means earning more. If, for example, you've got Aries in your Venus, you may be more forceful at attaining beauty, which means rather than going the challenging route of a huge lifestyle change, you might go for a quick fix, like for example, a cosmetic or non-surgical treatment. If, for example, your Venus is in Aquarius, maybe you are in a phase where you're so rebellious and independent to the point where you don't care about the beauty standard. You simply become the beauty standard because Aquarius cannot be tamed. You see how Venus has a huge effect depending on your sign, depending on your placements. And I see here within the 8th house that something is shifting within you when it comes to the topic of long-term relationships and marriage as well. Now, the 8th house is actually the house that rules Scorpio, and this is the house of transformation, of shared resources, intense emotion, but also death. Also, such things as till death do us part, right? Marriage, long-term commitments, and things that kind of outlive us. So agreements that we have, laws and regulations that have been here for a long time and that are affecting our lives. The 8th house in Venus tells me here that actually when it comes to transformation, when it comes to shared resources, you are able to use your charm, your beauty, and your wittiness to get what you desire. So you will always be in a position of having resources. Now, I know this may seem like you're using manipulation, group number 3, but the thing here is that you do genuinely care, and for you to pick relationships, marriages, and connections that actually serve you because you know what it's like to be with people who can't offer you anything and are even jealous of your accomplishments. It just shows that you are learning to value yourself and your presence and your energy more. Next up within Uranus, we've got the planet of the unusual. I want you to know Uranus actually rules Aquarius. Uranus is the planet of sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. There will be this thunderstorm evening during the month of June that will bring you way closer to your loved ones because something will shift in you after that storm. Now, within Uranus and these lightning bolts, I want you to know here, sudden changes coming towards you during the month of June might seem scary, but it is actually making the bonds to lovers and family closer. And I do also see here that your beauty is increasing during the month of June. Your beauty is turning into one of those important aspects of you that actually create an easier life. So because you're beautiful, because you are attractive, you get the benefit of the doubt more often. People want to please you and do things for you. I see here within the 8 of crystals, life is moving very quickly during the month of June for you, group number 3. Life is moving in a direction where your shiny object syndrome is actually being pleased, and all of the urges that you had for something new and shiny, whether it be new and shiny clothing, new and shiny car, new and shiny place to live, new and shiny partner, all of this is actually happening for you very quickly, and I want you to not get too ahead of yourself as you're going into one of these phases in life, because I do see here within the 10 of Blades that you will almost be fatigued after June because so much is happening and so many things are now falling into place. It can sometimes be overwhelming. You know, people who seem to have that overnight success, people who get really famous overnight, all of a sudden they have access to everything they didn't have before. They have fame, they have importance, they are invited to all of these parties. People are looking at them as though they are gods or goddesses. They have access to all of the coolest clothing, to any type of resource. They have financial abundance. They can do whatever they want and get away with it. And sometimes when that happens really, really quickly and you don't take care of your mental health, it can be problematic, which is why this is showing up within your reading, because you're being called to really take care of that part of you. Do the meditating, do the gratitude journaling. I see here in the Fool reverse that this is nothing new, okay? You've been blessed in your life in so many ways and so many paths before. Now what this is about, group number 3, in June, it's just about you thinking back at a time where you were given so much just provision, so much of what you wanted, especially if you've been on a vacation before or things have gone really well for you. And when you think back, you feel like you should have enjoyed it a lot more. You should have enjoyed the journey a lot more. That is the wake-up call for you for the month of June. Enjoy the journey, okay? This is nothing new. What life is bringing to you in June, it will feel new, but now it's time for you to enjoy the new people coming into your life, the new opportunities, and you getting all of this fame, desire, money, and resources. Here within Fighting Spirit, one thing that I see is that you earn everything that you receive. While to others, it might at times look like, oh, you had it so easy, things were just handed to you. You know the truth, group number 3. You know what you've been through. You know the sleepless nights that you had, the countless times you had worry lines and you had your hair fall out because you were so stressed. Your cortisol levels were so raised. You had to fight through terrible toxic relationships, connections, people who lied, who stole from you, who did you wrong. But even through that, we have confirmation in the next card that we've received out of my Wild Muse Oracle deck. You bossed up. You maintained your dignity. You kept your eyes on the prize and you didn't allow for anyone or anything to bring you down. And that will just continue in June. Nothing can stop you anymore. Nothing that may have wanted to, but was never able to stop you prior to the month of June will still even phase you. You don't even notice these people, these naysayers. You're not even in a space where your spirit is allowing for you, where your spirit is even allowing for you to doubt yourself or to feel as though, oh, perhaps things will go wrong. You're not allowing that, and you should be so proud at how you have trained your mind to see opportunity, to only see the best possible result. And I want you to know here, group number 3, that now is a time for you to stay in this energy. I want you to know here, the 8 of house, you will be with someone. You will end up with a mate, with someone that you will be in a long-term partnership or marriage with, where you have stability. Okay, and they're choosing you for your internal and your external beauty. Yes, you won the genetic lottery. Let's just say it for what it is. And I want you to know that this relationship is going to be with someone who is special, who is polarizing. The month of June is a month where if you're already in a romantic relationship, spice things up, okay? Wear something that brings out your natural, beautiful, unique features. In Uranus, spice things up. Suddenly change the routine that you usually have with your partner. My singles do the same. Spice things up. Wear something that you usually wouldn't wear. Go to places that are beautiful, where you feel comfortable or you feel like you'll meet someone that is exactly the type of person you want to meet. But go to a place you usually wouldn't go to, because chances are you have been within your routine, and breaking out of that pattern, that will create this new bond, okay? That will create this merging, this marriage vibe that we've got going on here in the 8th house. But you have to be brave to break out of what you know and to put yourself in new situations and positions during the month of June. And I want you to see how everything you've worked so hard for and that you wanted so long is just coming to you really, really quickly. Document it, get enough sleep, okay? So eat healthily, because the 10 of Blades is telling me this can go by with the blink of an eye, and you will have wished that you just enjoyed it more rather than felt overwhelmed. But there's a reason why you're here receiving this reading right now and receiving this message. It's here to heal you, to prepare you, and to get you ready for what's coming during the month of June. Now, my gorgeous soul of group number 3, this is the reading that I've received for you. I hope that you found it insightful. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section by leaving a lightning bolt emoji below. That way me and others will know that you're part of the group number 3 squad as well, because that's the only way anyone would know. For private readings, you can join my Millionaire Muse Room, where I read for your love life as well as your career. I am in there every single day within our community. If you need a reading right within the community, hey Vanessa, I'm going through something in my job, I'm going through this in my love life with this person, can I please get a private reading? And I will literally answer to you doing a private reading. I take a photo of the cards that I pulled for you and I explain to you what they mean, so you can on the go receive psychic support on an ongoing basis from me, a trusted reader that you know, directly, without needing to book a private reading and wait forever for it. Very quick turnaround time. I am using my app all the time, so you know you will get a response, a reading from me really quickly. And I also have an entire curriculum on there on love and manifestation, where you are helped to create and manifest the life of your dreams. So it's really the biggest support portal. And if you're doubtful in any sense, I've got testimonials on the page as well. Just click the video, watch testimonials from my members and my clients. You'll be able to just even feel energetically that this is perhaps the right space for you to be in. You can find the link to that in the description box. So group number 3, wherever you are on our gorgeous planet, know that I'm sending you an abundance of love, and I can't wait to catch up with you during one of our upcoming readings.